Today we're going to learn how to make this cute little happy birthday card. This is made with some of our Sale-a-Bration items, so I'm really excited to be able to show you a card that you can get most of the products for free. So that's always that excites me. Free is a good thing. So let me go ahead and tell you. Let me give you a closer look so you can see just how exciting that looks. Okay, and again I'm going to put that right in front of me. So again, I like to know what I'm doing and have a guide to look at, but this is, quite frankly, it's a pretty simple card. So we're going to start. The bottom of our card is 8.5 inches long by 5.5 inches top to bottom. Again, it's scored at 4.25 inches. So this is just half a sheet of cardstock. And once we have it folded, we want to go ahead and take our bone folder. And that was my cat, and I'm not going to edit that out. I'm just going to leave that in because I have 5 cats and they love to stamp with me. So that was Darcy, by the way. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my bone folder and go down that edge. It's going to give it a nice crisp crease. I'm done with this piece until I get ready to put my card together. So I'm going to set that just aside. For my focal point, I'm going to use some designer series paper, and this is from a Sale-a-Bration item. It is the Ice Cream Parlor designer series paper and quick accents pack. Now what you get in that pack is you get 2 sheets of these quick accents, and they just peel right off and you can attach them to your cardstock. You can also use dimensionals with them if you'd like to put them on your card and you want to give it a little lift. You can use dimensionals on it also. And of course, I am the dimensional queen, so I would know these things. Also, with that pack, you get you get 9 sheets of designer series paper. You get 3 each. Of double-sided design, so you would get 3 pieces of this paper, and then you would get 3 pieces of this with the little polka dots and this beautiful melon mambo design. And then lastly, you're going to get 3 sheets of, and I believe this is peach parfait, which is one of our in colors, and then this nice pattern floral print, which we're going to use in our card today. So I'm going to go ahead. I've cut this piece of cardstock. This is at 5 inches by 2.25 inches. And I'm going to attach that to my piece of Whisper White cardstock. The dimensions, or the dimensions for this are 5 inches by 3.75 inches. I'm going to attach this using snail. So I'm going to put my snail there and just line that up towards the bottom of the cardstock. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I want to attach an embellishment, and I want to attach some ribbon around there. So the ribbon is this gorgeous ribbon, and notice how it coordinates so nicely with that designer series paper. Go figure, it wasn't an accident. Stampin' Up's planned that also. And it is, and this is the Sale-a-Bration Mini. It is this item. It's ribbon button pack. It's the Ice Cream Parlor. You get your grosgrain ribbon, which is 1/4 inch wide. You get approximately 15 yards. And you also get the coordinating buttons, and they are in Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and Pacific Point. So again, you can get this item for free, or this item for free with a $50 purchase, or you can purchase $100 and get both items for free. Now, the easiest way to attach this ribbon, if you're not going to tie it, is with sticky strip. I love sticky strip because where things stay, they tend to go and stay. Okay, I don't make sense, and I really don't, and that's okay. When I cut my sticky strip, I want to be sure to cut it using my paper snips. I don't want to use my nice ribbon cutting scissors. I use those exclusively for ribbon. So now I have my piece of sticky strip here, and what I'm going to do is I just kind of press it out with my finger, and to peel off this piece of red covering for it, sometimes it gets a little hard to pick off. I'm going to use my paper piercing tool. This is absolutely one of the best tools that a stamper could have, or a crafter for that fact, because I'm just going to stick it in there, and that's going to pull back that edge and pull it right off. So instead of sitting there picking and picking and picking, your paper piercer will do that for you. To attach my ribbon, I'm going to go ahead, and it's easier for me if I attach it this way. I'm going to put an embellishment over here, so I don't really need to have that all the way across. And then I'm just going to wrap it around. And of course I want to make sure it's flat. And what I'm doing is I'm lining up this ribbon right here. Oops, and see, I can tell that I've got it twisted. I do have it twisted. So we'll do it like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and line it up here and press that down. Now I'm going to use my ribbon cutting scissors to go ahead and give that a nice crisp cut. Okay, so this is what we have. Now I'm just ready to put my embellishment on it. And I'm going to use a piece of scrap of Whisper White cardstock. And the stamp set that I'm going to use is called Punch Bunch. Again, this is another free Sale-a-Bration item that you can earn with a $50 purchase. Every stamp in here coordinates with one of our punches, so there's no cutting. And I don't like to cut, although I will with my paper snips. But they all have a punch that's designed to coordinate with them. I'm going to use this Happy Birthday. And here is my stamp. I placed it on my block. Now, I wanted to just give you a little hint. When you use stamps the first time, especially an image that is more solid, sometimes they have some oils or just something left from the manufacturing process. What I do, and I do this now without saying, I don't even try to stamp with it and then do it. I like to get those oils and everything off. So I'm going to use one of our sand and blocks. And you can see this is one that's well used, well loved. Most of my products are well used and well loved, which is a good thing. And they still work, so that's even a better thing. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly just sand my block. And don't worry, I think the first time I did that, I envisioned that I'm going to have all these sanding marks in my block, and you're not. So let's just sand that down, and then I'm going to just wipe it off. That gets the residue off. And then I'm going to ink it up with my Pacific Point, and I'm pressing kind of hard. I want to make sure it has a good coverage, and I can see just by looking at the back of the stamp that it has some great coverage there. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it on my spare piece of cardstock. I'm stamping it firmly, and then I'm coming straight up, and look how nice that image looks. Got to love it. And of course, it coordinates with our scallop square punch. So again, you don't have to cut anything out. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in here. Now, you probably have noticed that this punch is one of the black punches. This is the old style punch. And the new style punches are gray and they're flat and they're nice and they store a lot nicer than these. If you order this, it does come in that new gray flat design, which again makes them so much better for storage. So I still have some of the old ones that I'm going to continue to use. So now look at that. We have our Happy Birthday. I'll let you look at it. Isn't that adorable? And of course, I'm going to use dimensionals to put this on my card. Another use for your paper piercer is just pulling off those dimensionals. Again, this makes it so you really don't, sometimes, you know, if you bite your fingernails or you don't have fingernails and you're trying to pick and pick, your paper piercer will do it for you. And then, of course, it picks the backs off really nicely. Look at all the things we've done with that paper piercer. Okay, let me get that off. Come on, baby. And then if you even wanted to, you could sit there and you could line it up on your project with your paper piercer. And, oh, that's just a little crooked, so let me just pull it up and just reposition, because you can do that with dimensionals. And then I'm going to go ahead and mount that on my sheet of Daffodil Delight. And of course I'm going to do that with dimensionals. And if you see my arm go across, I'm trying to make sure that Darcy does not walk across our little area again. I am going to put one here on the ribbon just to keep that ribbon in place. And then we're going to peel those backs off the dimensionals. once we do that, I'm going to mount that onto my Daffodil Delight. And then using my snail, I'm going to mount that onto my Pacific Point cardstock. You do want to make sure that you open it in the right direction, because sometimes if you mount it like that, and then it opens like that, that doesn't work. But it does. It depends who you send it to. Somebody might really appreciate that. Okay, and I'm just going to mount that there. Okay, and press it down, and look, my card is all done. And who wouldn't want to get this card for their birthday? It just reminds me of the season. It's beautiful here. It's in the 50s. It's sunny. It just makes it wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed this project. Thank you so much.